Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss about the significance of uncertainty, Heisenberg uncertainty principle. In the previous video we have seen already what is the meaning of Heisenberg uncertainty principle, right? And various mathematical forms also we have discussed in the previous class, right students? Now today we are going to discuss about significance of uncertainty principle. What is this significance? You will see that students. You see that this rule, especially Heisenberg uncertainty principle, rules out the existence of definite paths or trajectories of electrons. We know that students, if you take an atom, it is there is this positive charge in the center inside the atom, which is called as a nucleus, right? So surrounding by the nucleus there are definite paths according to Bohr's. So this Heisenberg uncertainty principle rules out that Bohr's theory only. Total Bohr's theory rules out by this Heisenberg uncertainty principle. If you consider this Heisenberg uncertainty principle, Bohr's model of an atom has no meaning, we can say directly. So this uncertainty principle rules out the existence of definite paths. Definite paths means definite orbits, right? We know already that. In these orbits, the electrons are revolve around the nucleus in a particular path, right? That trajectory of electrons and other similar particles also rules out by this Heisenberg uncertainty principle. We can say that trajectory of electrons means what the electrons are moving in curved path. That we will get in physics also, right students? So this principle is significant only for motion of microscopic objects. This principle, this Heisenberg uncertainty principle is only significant for motion of microscopic objects. It is negligible for that of macroscopic objects. Already we have discussed, students, whenever the light or beam of light fall on the surface of the metal, the electrons are ejected, not total metal atom, right? The electrons are ejected. That means what? Here it is we can identify the change in the position and change in the momentum of an electron here. But whenever the light fall on the object, any solid object you take, this solid cannot cannot change its position by itself when the light fall on it, right? So based on that, what we can say, this Heisenberg uncertainty principle only useful for microscopic objects, not for macroscopic objects, we can say, students. See that in dealing with milligram size or heavier objects, the associated uncertainties are hardly of any real consequences. That means what? Milligram size or heavier objects. Milligram size or heavier objects, if you take, the associated uncertainties are hardly of any real consequences. How it is, we will see one example. We will take one example and we will discuss, students, this one. Suppose I have taken case 1. In case 1 I have considered this one. Milligram size I have taken. More than that also, associated uncertainties are very hardly of any real consequences. Suppose if you take in this heavier objects, milligram size is the lesser one. That lesser particle I have taken in this regard, right? Now you take milligram size particle. Suppose a particle of mass 1 milligram you have taken. 1 milligram means how much? How many grams, students? 1 milligram is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 3 grams. 10 to the power of minus 3 grams means how many kilograms? 1 gram equals to 10 to the power of minus 3 kilograms, right? Because 1 kilogram equals to 1000 grams. So here 1 gram is nothing but 10 to the power of minus 3 kilograms. So in place of gram you substitute this 10 power minus 3 into 10 power minus 3 kilograms. So bases same means powers we can add it. So 10 power minus 6 kilograms. So 1 milligram is nothing but how many kilograms? 10 power minus 6 kilograms. Indirectly, the mass value they have given 10 to the power of minus 6 kilograms. So at this condition, you should try to calculate the product of uncertainty in position and the velocity. Product of uncertainty in position and velocity means what? Delta x into delta v value find out by using the formula. That is what? Delta x into delta v is greater than or equals to h by 4 pi m. Greater than or equals to means equals to also. Suppose you take equal and try it. Or else you can put greater than or equals to also. That is your wish. Okay, na? So h by 4 pi m. Planck's constant value I have substituted. 6.626 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second. divided by 4 pi. 4 into pi value is 3.14. Mass of the object, particle, how much they have got? 10 to the power of minus 6 kilograms. Why we have converted milligrams to kilograms means here Planck's constant value we have taken in joules, MKS unit. Here also we should maintain the same MKS unit. So that's why we have converted milligram to kilogram. 10 to the power of minus 6 kilograms we have got, students. That you can substitute here. Now you see that if you divide 6.626 with this 4 into 3.14, you will get 0.527. Now this 10 power minus 6 you can send to numerator means it becomes plus 6. Minus 34 plus 6 minus 28. Meter square second inverse. How will you get to meter square second inverse? You may ask a question here, right? Joule is nothing but what, students? Joule is nothing but kilogram meter square second power minus 2 only na. Joule is nothing but kilogram meter square second power minus 2. So in place of joule you put this one. In denominator part kilogram is there. Then what units you will get finally? You see that in numerator what is the unit is there? In place of joule I am writing kilogram meter square second power minus 2 into second is there. As it is I have written. In place of joule I have taken this for easy cancellation. In denominator part what is there? Kilogram is there. Kilogram get cancelled. 1 second inverse, second power minus 2, this is second power 1, nothing is there means. Base same means powers we can add it to minus 2 plus 1, minus 1. So what is the final unit you will get? Meter square second inverse. That only I have taken meter square second inverse. But you see here the value that is 10 power minus 28, students. 10 power minus 28 is very small. So the product of delta x and delta v value, how much we have got? 0.527 under minus 28. In textbook they have kept like this. That means what? Approximately this is 0.28. No problem, you can take this as the exact value I have written here. But whatever it may be, this is very small. It is highly insignificant value. So that's why to calculate milligram size, in dealing with milligram size are the heavier objects, the associated uncertainties. This is the associated uncertainty value, right? The associated uncertainties are hardly of any real consequences. Suppose if you know the position of the object, 10 to the power of minus 8 meters is there, then you find out the delta v means 10 to the power of, suppose I am considering delta x equals to 10 to the minus 8 I have given to you meters. Right? Then what is the delta v value means? What you will get? 10 to the power of minus 28 divided by delta x only na. According to this is delta x into delta v. Right? Delta x value given. Suppose this is the value. For example, I have given to you delta x value. This is the value. Then substitute in this. Then delta v find out delta 10 to the power of minus 8. You send this denominator part to numerator, it becomes plus 8. Minus 28 plus 8, it is almost 10 to the power of minus 20 only. Right? Very less value this is. Meter per second. Meter second inverse. This is very less. 10 to the minus 20 also. Right? So that's why the associated uncertainties are hardly of any real consequence in dealing with what? Milligram size or heavier objects. If you take milligram size only, you have got this much. Suppose if you take bigger value than this means here bigger value if you take then what will happen? This value will becomes more milligram size means 10 to the power of minus 6 kilogram we have got. If you take 1 kilogram object, 1 kilogram object if you take then the value becomes 10 to the power of minus 34 again. Approximately 10 to the power of minus 34. This is very small than this, right? So that's why I told you by taking the milligram size I have explained to you. If you take more than that, then the associated uncertainties will get very small value than this. Very small value than this. So that's why the associated uncertainties related to this milligram size or heavier objects are hardly of any real consequence, students. Now we have taken bigger size particles, that is the milligram size particle we have taken and we have discussed. The next case we will take a microscopic particle and we will discuss how much associated uncertainties we will get and all. Okay, students? Note down the points. Let us consider the second case. But if we consider microscopic particles like electron, mass of electron only you take. In the previous case we have taken milligram size particle, that is mass is nothing but 1 milligram we have taken. Here mass of an electron we are considering. Suppose if you apply for microscopic particle like electron, what is the product of associated uncertainty in position and the velocity we are going to calculate. Delta x into delta v value we are going to calculate, students. What is the mass of an electron? 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kilograms, right? Everybody knows it. Then substitute all the values. H is nothing but Planck's constant. Planck's constant value 6.625 into 10 to the minus 34 joules again. This is and 4 into 3.14 pi value. M value 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kilograms I have taken. Units, how do we take? Already we have discussed in the previous case, because we are calculating the same associated uncertainties of product of delta x and delta v, right? So if you calculate 6.625 divided by 4 into 3.14 into 9.1, this if you calculate you will get this one, students, 0.0579. Now you see there is the 10 power values. 10 power, this is minus 31. This minus 31 you can set the numerator, it becomes 10 power plus 31. Basis 10 means powers we can add it now. Minus 34 plus 31 na? Minus 3 will get, right? So 0.0579 into 10 to the minus 3. This you will get in meter square second inverse. Meter square second inverse, right? So if you want to place the decimal point after one digit, that means what? After 5. How many digits are there here? 2 digits, right? So here 10 power value, negative value will increase 2 times. 2 units it will increase, students. So 5.79 into 10 to the minus 5 meter square second inverse. How it will increase 2 units, sir? You may ask a question here. Let us see here. 0.0579 into 10 to the power of minus 3 is there. For this value, what I am doing means 10 power minus 2, or else I am multiplying with the 10 power 2 divided with the 10 power 2. Then what will happen? We will see. 10 power 2 is nothing but 100 only. Multiply 100 with this value. 5.79 will get. 10 square into this value is 5.79, right? So what left here? 10 power minus 3 divided by 10 square left. 10 square you can send to numerator. It becomes 10 power minus 2, right? 10 power minus 3 into 10 power minus 2. So basis same means powers we can add it, my students. So 5.79 into 10 power minus 3 minus 2 minus 5, right? This calculation I have written here. You see that, students, right? So 5.79 into 10 power minus 5 meter square second inverse we have got. That is what associated uncertainties of product of delta x and delta v. We have got this one, students. That means if you try to find out the exact location of the electron. Exact location means exact position of the electron. They have given certain value you can consider, or else you take that value. I have taken delta x equals 10 to the minus 8 meters. Then what is the associated uncertainty in velocity? Delta v value we can calculate now. According to this, delta x into delta v, how much we have got? 5.79 into 10 to the minus 5. That only I have taken here. Then delta v equals to 5.79 into 10 to the minus 5 by delta x. Delta x value how much we have considered? 10 to the power of minus 8 meters. That we can substitute here. Then how much you will get? This is considered value, or else they will give in the numerical itself, right? So because electron, this is a subatomic particle. Subatomic particle radius is also very, very less. Radius of the nucleus only very, very less. Electron means it will be very, very less. So that's why we have taken 10 to the power of minus 8 meters. Okay, now delta x value I have taken 10 to the minus 8 meters. That if we substitute, what is the associated uncertainty in velocity? Calculate it. This 10 power minus 8 you can set a numerator. 10 power, it becomes 10 power plus 8. So 10 power minus 5 into 10 power plus 8 will get it. Basis n means powers we can add it now. Minus 5 plus 8 to minus 3. As to this value 5.79 only. See this. This is what? Plus 3 na, not minus 3. This is what? Plus 3. Minus 8 becomes plus 8. Minus 5 plus 8 how much? Plus 3, right? So see that this is uncertainty in velocity. While determining the velocity, uncertainty, some error we have got. How much it is? 5.79 into 10 to the power of 3 meter per second this is. Because already we have taken here meters. Here it is meter second inverse. 1 meter cancelled, then what left a meter second inverse you will get it, right? So 5.79 into 10 to the power of 3 means 5790 meter per second only. So this much uncertainty we have got, that much error we got. Error, that is, this is the value for error. Uncertainty, delta V value. That means what? Velocity of an electron will be larger than this, much than this. Error only this much means original value will be very high now. So with that velocity the electron is revolving. With that velocity the electron is revolving with very high speed means how do we determine it? So that's why the value is so large that classical picture of for electron moving in stationary orbit cannot hold good. We cannot determine that much easily. Okay, students. So if you take the delta x value is exactly you have taken according to the original values. If you take exact values, or else nearer to that, if you take also the other value you are getting very high, very large. You are getting uncertainty, very large you are getting. So that's why instead of taking instead of determining both position and the velocity of an electron simultaneously, they have considered the factor, another factor, that is probability, students. What is that probability? We will discuss now. You take the points, this one, note down the points. Let us see, we have already discussed uncertainty in velocity. We have got a very large value. If you take the exact position of the electron, delta x equals to 10 to the minus 8, delta V becomes very large. That is uncertainty in velocity. We have got very large. So classical mechanics cannot hold good that the electron is revolving around a circular path. Okay, na? Cannot hold good. So because of that reason only, it means that the precise statements of the position and momentum of an electron have to be replaced by the statements of probability. That means what they said means, if you take this is an orbit, inside the orbit, inside the atom, what we have, a nucleus is present. Suppose if the electron is revolved around the nucleus in a particular path. What Bohr said, suppose we can also calculate the radius of the orbit. He found the radius of the orbit and we have taken radius of nth orbit formula and we have done many numericals. And the velocity of the nth orbit also we have taken and we have done many numericals. That means if you know the radius, we can identify the position of the electron, he said. Niels Bohr said. And velocity of the electron also he found exactly. And he has given the formula also. We have taken that formula and we have applied in many numericals, right? According to Niels Bohr. But what Heisenberg is telling means, so the electrons revolve around the nucleus in a particular path, but suppose where the electron is present, here or here or here, any position, in which position the electron is present, we cannot determine exactly. So, but we can determine according to whom? According to Heisenberg, we cannot determine exact position and the momentum of an electron. If you know the momentum, we cannot identify the position where the electron is present around the nucleus. According to Heisenberg. So all these confusions, see that all the drawbacks only. All these are what? Drawbacks only. After that, the scientists ignore this Niels Bohr model of an atom only. Right? So that only they are telling you, see that it means that precise statements of the position and momentum of an electron have to be replaced by the statements of probability. That means this probability definition, probability term, what we have used that probability term based on quantum mechanics we will discuss. So that's why what I am telling is, we have to consider the probability of finding an electron at a given position with a certain momentum. Suppose with a certain momentum the electron is moving around the nucleus means we should take probability. The electron may be present in this position or the electron may be present in this position. Not exact position. In this region maybe the electron is present or else in this region the electron may be present. So probability they have taken, not the exact location. Not the exact location. So this leads to the quantum mechanical model of atom. That one leads to the what? Quantum mechanical model of an atom. What is that quantum mechanical model of an atom? We are going to discuss in further classes, students. Now, what are the reasons, main reasons for the failures of Bohr's model? What are the main reasons for the failures of Bohr's model? First failure is, suppose if you take a atom, the electron is revolved around the nucleus in a different paths. He said Bohr's. But how the electron is moving? Electron is moving in the form of waves also. It was explained by de Broglie's theory. Even de Broglie supports the Bohr's postulates also. One of the Bohr's postulates, that is what? The angular momentum of an electron is quantized, right? Integral multiple of the h by 2 pi, right? That quantization condition also exists. So de Broglie's concept agreement with Bohr's concept. But he said the wave nature. But he did not consider only wave character of the electron is not considered by Niels Bohr. That is one of the major failure of what Niels Bohr. Next, if you take an orbit is a clearly defined path. An orbit is a clearly defined path. An orbit is a clearly defined path. This path can completely be defined only if both the position and the velocity of the electron are known exactly at the same time. When do we say this is a clearly defined path? Suppose if you take an atom, when do we say this is a clearly defined path? Means whenever you are going to calculate exact location, exact position and momentum of an electron, then only we can say this is a definite path. Right? So an orbit is a clearly defined path, and this path can completely be defined only if both the position and the velocity of electron are known exactly at the same time. At the same time, if you find out, then only we can say that a given path is, given orbit is clearly defined path. But according to Heisenberg uncertainty principle, it is not possible only. You see that this is not possible according to the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So that is also main drawback of what the Niels Bohr. And next, because definite paths were given by Niels Bohr only. Definite paths are given by Niels Bohr. When do we call this is a definite path? Orbit is a definite path means whenever you can able to calculate both position and momentum of an electron exactly in the same time, then only we can say that is what? Orbit is a definite path, right? Definite path. But that is not possible according to whom? Heisenberg. So that is also one of the major drawback of Niels Bohr. And also Bohr model of a hydrogen atom not only ignores dual behavior of matter. First, dual behavior of matter means what? The matter should possess both the properties of particle and the wave nature. First of all, he did not consider only wave property. So not only ignores that, and also contradicts with what the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. This also. This one. Based on this, we can write this point. Okay, students? So because of all these weaknesses of Niels Bohr, this Bohr's model of an atom is not extended to other atoms. Other atoms means what? Mainly he has taken what? Hydrogen atom and hydrogen-like species. But all these drawbacks, many drawbacks were found. Later, who came? All those scientists and all, right? So because of all these weaknesses, this Bohr's model not extended to other atoms. Right, students? Many of the scientists are consistent with this Heisenberg uncertainty principle. So because of that reason, what we can say means this total what we said that is the probability of finding an electron at a given position with a certain momentum. This leads to the quantum mechanical model of an atom, students. That quantum mechanics we are going to discuss. In that mainly we have taken the factor, that is probability factor. That means what? When the electron is revolved around the nucleus with a certain momentum means we can say the position in terms of probability, not in terms of exact correctness. Okay, students? How it is, you will see in the further classes. Based on this topic, we are going to discuss now some of the numericals. Okay, na? Note down the points, students. Let us see, students, some numericals what they have given in the textbook. Based on first de Broglie's theory, you will see, and then Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Let us take the next question. The mass of an electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power of minus 31 kilograms. They have given. If its kinetic energy is this much, then calculate its wavelength. They have asked. Wavelength. If you want to know about wavelength, definitely we should have the values h, m, and v. M value given, right? Because lambda is equals to h by mv. H is the Planck's constant, we can substitute. Mass of the electron they have given. Velocity if you find out na, then we will get easily lambda, right? So first by using kinetic energy we try to calculate velocity. Kinetic energy is equals to half mv square. Then how do we convert this total formula in terms of velocity? You see that mv square equals to 2, you can send to this side, 2ke you will get. So m if you send to this side, v square is equals to 2ke by m you will get. So square on both root on both sides means square and root will cancel here, be left. RLC square if you send to this side, it will become a root, right? So root 2ke by m. Ke value given na 3 into 10 to the power of minus 25, that you can substitute. Mass of the particle, how much is 9.1 into 10 to the minus 31 you substitute. Then if you multiply 2 into 3, 6 by 9.1, this value will get student 0.6593. 10 power minus 31 you can send to numerator, it becomes 10 power plus 31. Minus 25 plus 31 plus 6, right? 10 power 6 I have taken, right? So root of 0.6593. Root of 0.6593 is 0.8119, right? Root of 10 power 6. This is nothing but what? Root 10 power 6. Root 10 power 6 means 10 power 6 whole power 1 by 2 only. Now root is nothing but 1 by 2. How many times 2 will go in 6 means 10 cubes. So 10 cubes we have got. Root of 0.6593 value is how much? This much will get it. You see that, okay na? So velocity of the object, velocity of the particle, we have got this much. So 0.8119 means if you round off up to here, 812 only will get 0.812. Or else you can take like this also, no problem, right? 0.812. So if you multiply with 10 cube is nothing but 1000. So 812 meter per second you will get this, students. This is the velocity of electron, right? According to this numerical. So we know that according to de Broglie's theory, lambda is equals to h by mv. H is nothing but Planck's constant. That value you can substitute 6.626 into 10 to the minus 34. Mass of the electron they have got 9.1 into 10 to the minus 31. Velocity of the particle we have got already. We have proved that is 812. We have got that 812 meter per second. You substitute, students. Now you see that 6.626 divided by 9.1 into 812. If you do this calculation, you will get this is the value 0.008967. Then 10 power minus 31 you can set in numerator. It becomes a 10 power plus 31. Minus 34 plus 31 minus 3 left, right? 10 power minus 3 left. So if you do this 6.626 divided by 9.1 into 8.2, this is the value you get. Okay, students? So this value, if you want to place after one digit decimal point, how many digits are there before it? 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. So negative value 4 units will increase. So 8.967 into 10 to the minus 7 meters. Suppose if you want to calculate in nanometer, 1 nanometer equals how many meters? 10 power minus 9 meters, right? So if you want to convert into 10 power minus 9, this one, this total value we need to multiply with the 10 square and divide it with the 10 square, right? Already we have done. So if you multiply with the 10 square means 100 into 8.967, 896.7. In denominator 10 square is there, that's 10 square you can send the numerator. It becomes 10 power minus 2, right? This if you confuse, here you take 8.967 into 10 power minus 7. This is the value. For this value what I am doing is 10 square divided by 10 square you do it. 10 square divided by 10 square. Then 10 square means 100 or 100 you can multiply with this. Then what you will get 896.7. 10 square you can set the numerator, it becomes minus 2. 10 power minus 2. Basis means powers we can add 8. So automatically 10 to the power of minus 9 you will get, students. The same value. 1 nanometer equals 10 from minus 9 meters. In place of 10 to the power of minus 9 meters, just you place nanometer. So this is the value of wavelength in terms of nanometer. Right, students? Like this we have to solve this type of numericals. And coming to the next numerical, calculate the mass of a photon with the wavelength 3.6 angstrom units. So wavelength here they have given wavelength. We need to calculate mass of a photon. Right? Photon here we can also call as what? Velocity of light. Velocity of photon is also called as what? Velocity of light. Velocity of light value is how much, students? Velocity of light is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. Indirectly they have to like that, they have to assume and they have to solve the question. So lambda value 3.6 angstrom units. 1 angstrom unit equals to how many meters? 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. right? So in place of Armstrong unit, I kept 10 to the power of minus 10 meters. This is the lambda value given. Velocity of photon we know, that is 3 into 10 to the power of 8 meter per second. So according to de Broglie's theory, lambda is equal to h by m. We substitute all the values. Lambda value they have given, v value they have given, and what we required h value. H is the Planck's constant. We know already that. Because h is a Planck's constant, what is the value? 6.626 into 10 to the minus 34 divided by lambda value is how much? This is the value, right? You can substitute. Velocity already we know that, you can substitute. So after multiplying this 6.626, if you divide it with the 3.6 into 3, then you will get this is the value, right? 10 power minus 10 you can set the numerator, it becomes plus 10. Minus 34 plus 10, how much you will get? Minus 34 plus 10, 24. Now this is 32, right? Correct. Because 10 to the power minus 10, here 10 power 8 is there. Bases there means powers we can add it. Minus 10 plus 8, minus 2. That if you set the numerator, plus 2. Minus 34 plus 2, minus 32. Correct, right? So 0.6135 into 10 to the minus 32 kilograms. Suppose if you want to place the decimal point after one digit, then 6 point we need to take. 6.135 into 10 to the minus 33 kilograms, right? This is the value we have got. But in NCERT textbook they have given this value wrong. Something 10 to the minus 29, something it is there. That is wrong, students. This is only correct. Okay, na? I hope everybody understood. Like this, we have to solve some of the numericals based on de Broglie's theory also. We will discuss in the assignment. And some of the questions are there in NCERT textbook based on uncertainty principle also. That we will discuss after completion of the assignment, students. Okay, na? Thank you. Note down the points.